the sun is just starting to climb up over the treetops. And it's gonna be a beautiful day, that's plain to see.
Welcome to Bill Dance Outdoors, America's most popular and longest running TV fishing show.
Now I'm gone fishing with Bill Dance today.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Come up here, buddy. Pretty, pretty little, ooh, come on. Easy. Big as my hand. They are super little fish. Nice. All right, ta-ta, go home. Hello, everybody. You're looking at a fella who's doing something that's exciting, challenging, delightful, and just plain old fun. And something he's simply crazy about. Know who that fella is? Well, you're looking at him. Catching a nice sized bluegill can be fairly easy at times, provided you're fishing the right place. But catching numbers on a single outing requires more than just making a cast. Several tips that can improve your chances even more would be equipment, boat position, depth, presentation, size and color of lure, time of year, water clarity, and temperature. And guess what? We're going to be discussing many of these as we fish along today. Whoa, buddy. Pull that pole. Wow. Look at it. That's fun. Isn't it? Look at it going around and around and around. Come here. Come here, you pretty little thing, you. Fat as a butterball. Nice. Yep, you are. And don't offend me. Up, I got a fan in my finger, Hello. All right, toodaloo. Now, mid to late spring has always been an excellent time to catch the larger size fish, especially in a stained to a clear water environment, only after the water temperature reaches the mid to the high 60-degree range. Naturally, latitude plays a major role in this. Woo-wee. Big old female. No, that's not a female, it's just a light colored male. That was a big old female. Just a light colored male. A pretty one though. What do you say there, Buster? Huh? What do you say, bud? Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. Pretty in. Pretty little fish. Little dorsal fins up there. Just like color. I thought it was a big old female. Bye-bye.
Bill Dance Outdoors is sponsored in part by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Rebel, catch fish anywhere. and by Mercury Marine. Go boldly. Today's Conditions Log is brought to you by the heart of Florida's Emerald Coast. Discover the lure of Gulf-to-table seafood brought in daily by Florida's largest fishing fleet. Visit our website and download your free Gulf-to-table fishing and eating guide today.
There he is. Crazy. Little female. Not a monster, but he's a fat one. That's a female. You know, of all the different type tackle used to catch these little crazy critters, fishermen by the thousands are battling these festy little guys with light tackle. Willow switch rods with small open face reels. You know, these little old reels are small enough you can just palm them in your hand. This is America's favorite fishing gear. There's just no doubt about it. Today, fishermen realize this aspect of angling just as challenging as fighting a big fish on heavy tackle. Now, 1 pound fish, or even a half-pound fish for that matter, on this type of tackle feels like you've hooked into a late freight. Like I said, it's wild, it's challenging, exciting, and just plain old fun. Now, when it comes to the type of lures, it's important to feed them something that they'll eat. Now, these bantamweight battlers can be very selective when it comes to what they'll munch on. You know, I've found that the 1/32 ounce grub type jigs work best most times. I particularly like the one by Bass Pro Shops. It's got a lot of body that allows it to sink slowly, and it doesn't tear apart after several fish that have been caught on it. There he is. Ooh. Boy, I tell you what, they're so strong. Where you going? What you gonna do? Boy, just go around in circles. Look at him. All right, here we come. Look at the size of that. Bigger than my hand. Open up. Covers my hand. You know, someone once said that boat positioning means more fish. I don't know who said it, and to be perfectly honest, I really don't care who said it, but whoever it was 100% correct. Now, it's always best to keep your boat well away from the bank or the type cover you intend to fish. You want to make your cast diagonally to the cover or open areas, rather than straight to the bank. This allows your lure to stay in the potential strike zone much longer. And by paralleling the shoreline, it's always smart to fan cast the area as you move forward. Okay, speaking of boat position, always remember your boat is more than just transportation to the fish. Think about how it should be positioned to allow you to approach the fish to the best casting and catching advantage. Proper positioning of your boat will definitely increase your chances of catching more fish. Stay off on me. Get my whole thumb in his mouth, like a bass. All the colors in him. He ain't got that big hump on his nose, like a great big one. That one is really thick. Going home.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Quantum Rods and Reels, Outsmart, Outfish, Outlast, Mystic Lubricants, Lubrication Domination, and Tracker Boats, Fish the Finest. Today's equipment log is brought to you in part by Fish Defunk. It keeps your hands scent-free and clean so fish can't smell you. Use Fish Defunk unscented while fishing and Fish Defunk scented after fishing to remove all odors. Today's show is sponsored in part by Stren, the standard of dependability since 1958. Fish Defunk, kill the stink. And Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish find you.
There he is. So strong. Go, 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 go. Size of that right there. Pull him in. Talk about a nice one. I'll keep still. Look at that. Big old fat. Pretty baby. See ya. Boy, let me tell you something. This is really, really fun. And I think what makes it so much fun is the tackle. Light equipment not only enables you to catch more fish, it also lets the fish have more of an opportunity to fight. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just run right out at that. Oh, look at that and cut it. Oh, yeah. Whoop. Oh, man, pretty color on him. I'm using a little Quantum 6-foot 3-inch rod. It's just as light as a feather. I'm using a little Quantum 10 size reel. I mean, this whole rod and reel weighs less than 9 ounces. That is pretty as it gets. Yes, sir. You know, talking about equipment, here's where a quality line really pays off. The lighter, finer line improves fishing in several ways. Today, we're using a mighty good one. It's 6-pound test, Stren Original, clear blue fluorescent. And let me tell you how it improves fishing in several ways. Lighter line is more difficult for the fish to see, therefore directing the fish's attention to the bait. It also allows smaller lures to have more action. It allows for better depth and speed control of the lure, and it allows for longer, more accurate casts with less effort. Uh-oh, look, cork's going under. Fish on, acts like a crappie, pulls like a crappie. It's not a bluegill. Yes, it is a nice bluegill. He's not fighting like a bluegill. He's a big bluegill too, a big one. But he's not fighting like it. Well, now he's starting to fight. Okay, here's something that's really important. Presentation with this type of lure is really important, especially when you're fishing for larger bluegill. First of all, they prefer a bait that looks natural and moves that way. Oh, I'm telling you what, that one didn't move. With this light tackle, oh boy, that looks like a better, yeah, big old female. cut it. Ooh, pretty fish. Nice. Going home. Back out there. The Bill Dance Question and Answer of the Week is brought to you by Mystic Lubricants and their complete line of JT4 marine products. A full line of products for your full line of pursuits. Visit mysticlube.com today. Why do I see so many boats with 2 power pole anchors? Won't one work? One pole can hold your boat steady in a strong wind or current because of strength and reliability. But since you have a single point of contact, you may experience some rotation. You're at another level with dual poles. You'll lock down at a precise point location where you want to be with no movement, even in a 30-mile-an-hour wind with 2 poles.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Millennium Marine, a new class of comfort. And Motor Guide, trolling motors engineered for anglers. Closed captioning is provided by Bill Dance Digital. Follow us. Today's product tip is brought to you by Garmin and their GPS map series, chart plotter sonar combos. With advanced sonar technology like Chirp and exclusive Panoptix all-seeing sonar, you'll spend less time finding your fish.
You want to know a great way to get rid of dog odor? I think this pup does. Just what have you been rolling in, huh? If I had your nose, I couldn't live with myself. Of course, it's not your nose I'm worried about. It's mine. Oh, come on. Let me take a bite out of this horrible odor with dog defunct.
If you're looking for the latest fishing information and tips, be sure to check out the free Bill Dance mobile app, available for both iOS and Android users.
We'll come out around that cover. Ooh wee. Wow. There he goes. See all that pretty turquoise on him? Up here, you pretty thing, you. Big old turquoise chin. Nice. That nice. Bigger than my hand. I got a big hand too. It covers up my hand all the way up. Fish is that long. The fish is that long. Big brain. Okay, here's a few tips when using lightweight gear. Always keep your spool filled within 1/8 of an inch of the lip. Why? Because the line will rub on the lip and it'll reduce your casting distance. And 2 is using too heavy a line for the conditions. The ideal line weight is 4 to 6 pound test. That works best in most conditions. Another tip, always select a spinning rod with a large stripper guide. What that does, it permits the coils of line to flow through with less friction. Okay? Another and final tip, always avoid twisted lines. Kinks interfere with the line flow and it reduces your casting distance. And what it does, it causes all kind of problems. If they develop, what you want to do is remove your lure and trail your line behind the boat or spool on new line, because if it gets a lot of kinks in it and twists in it, what it does, it weakens your line, and a lot of times it breaks your line on hook sets. So if you have problems with that, an all kinky line, just take it off and put on new line. Wow. Oh, that's a good one. They come right at you instead of going away from you. Look at that. Big old pretty one. Well, I've got a couple of things to tell you. One is, I have had myself a ton of fun today. A ton of fun. And the other thing is, there's very little doubt that this light gear has changed the way America's fishing. The popularity is more significant than ever before. Studies show that this light gear attracts more strikes, which results in more fish, and all the added pressure has forced lots of anglers to rethink the way they fish. The pleasure one receives from the first day on the water with light equipment will only be the beginning of many more pleasurable trips, and the scrappy bluegill is tailor-made to truly put it to the test. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can see this float go down just one more time.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.
Thanks for watching Bill Dance Outdoors. Join us here again next week.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.